My dear friends, inspired from the Science and Technology column in Hindu on September 11, 2022, I am making this video to make you understand how epigenetics is causing fat, especially the visceral fat in human beings and animals. There are two kinds of fat. Encyclopedia Britannica is explaining that there are two kinds of fats. What is fat? First of all, this is non volatile and non soluble material. It is one of the three main components found in human body. The other two being proteins and carbohydrates. I have referred to Encyclopedia Britannica to know about the fat and its history also. Even during the times of Homer, fat was used for various purposes. In Egypt, fat was used to carry the large building materials. Therefore, the fat and the glycerol, which is a component of fat, has lots of references in the Encyclopedia Britannica. I have also referred the Science Direct to know about the visceral fat. Visceral fat is the fat which is found in the adipose tissues around the internal organs of human beings. The adipose tissues are there around the heart, are there around the lungs, are around the kidneys, and most of the internal organs like stomach, the small intestine. The small intestine will be facing the stomach, and the large intestine or the colon is located behind the small intestine. Therefore, this visceral fat is found in the adipose tissues around the internal organs of the body. This knowledge I have got from the Science Direct. And after referring this Encyclopedia Britannica and Science Direct, I have understood that there is another kind of fat, subcutaneous fat. In Encyclopedia Britannica, it is stated that subcutaneous fat is found in the outer, in under the behind the skin of human beings, especially in the stomach. This subcutaneous fat helps the animals in the winter regions to prevent the attack of cold. Therefore, Science Direct and Encyclopedia Britannica are discussing widely about this subcutaneous fat and visceral fat. Now, turning on to epigenetics, I have referred to an article from the Nature about epigenetics. It is saying that the changing of the gene of the human beings by external factors, namely, one enzyme is there in human beings which is responsible for changing the genes and creating fat. The enzyme which is causing the change in the genes, that is the histones around the DNA, is known as P300, and this process is known as lysyl butyrylation. The lysyl butyrylation is the process of changing the gene to cause the cell development of the fat cells. So, this visceral fat is developed by this lysyl butyrylation process by the enzyme P300. Do you know what is meant by a genome? A genome is the DNA is packed in histone molecules, and these histone molecules are arranged in a genome sequence. And when this gene is changed, the Nature article is saying that Even cancer can be formed by this external changing of the gene. So, epigenetics is responsible for creating many disturbances in the body, and most of the lifestyle diseases are coming from this epigenetics, is what the contribution of the epigenetics. So, what happens is that we have to prevent this. Only by preventing this, we can get rid of the dangers related to the heart diseases and other body related, lifestyle related diseases like cancer and stroke and such kind of diseases. How do we prevent the development of cell which cause fat? There is a fruit known as Garcinia indica. We call it as Kogum, Kokum, and glycerol is one toxic substance which is found in this fruit, that is Kogum fruit. This Kogum fruit is found all over India. It's a very naturally found fruit. The scientific name is Garcinia indica. And there is a semi synthetic derivative which can be taken from this glycerol, because glycerol which is found in this Kogum fruit is poisonous and toxic. It affects most of the other tissues of the body. Therefore, one kind of molecule, that is semi synthetic molecule, is made with from this glycerol. What is that? LTK14A. This LTK14A just targets the adipose tissues and the P300 enzyme, the enzyme responsible for epigenetics and the development of the development of the fat cells. That is beauty relation. The beauty relation process under which this fat is developed is being inhibited by this LTK14A. Mind you, my dear friends, this will pave the way for developing of drugs which could prevent the fat and obesity in human beings. This is a very remarkable discovery by the Jawaharlal Nehru University and the CSIR. Therefore, it's a very celebrated discovery, my dear friends. Thank you.